So as crazy as it still sounds, we are still getting loads of leaks already in for the iPhone 16 to the iPhone 16 Ultra. The latest is on the new A18 leaks, and also, will this solve the current overheating issues? And trust me, I really hope they solve these overheating issues on the iPhone 15 models. But anyway, let me tell you all the details about this, and also let me tell you the latest on the iPhone 16 Ultra release date and price too. So then, even though the iPhone 15 has just been launched, there are lots of leaks and rumours for the iPhone 16 models. Now, before I continue, I know loads of you in the comments right now are going to be going, Matt, look, you've just got the iPhone 15 Pro Max in your hand, and you've also got an iPhone 15 Plus. Why on earth are you talking about the iPhone 16? It's too early. Or there'll be other people going, Matt, you're talking ridiculous here. It's absolutely ridiculous. They've not even started work on the iPhone 16. It's so early in its project stages. We don't know anything at this stage. Well, I can tell you now, guys, well, there is actually lots of news on the iPhone 16. And there's proof of this, that Apple work on products years in advance in making. Check this out. So you can see here a leak of the M5 chipset and also the A19 chipset. And if you know how your numbers work, you will know that the A19 is probably not going to be going into the iPhone 17, not alone the iPhone 16. And the M5, well, M3 is just approaching right now. Then we have another leak here saying about the new Vision Pro. We had reports back as far as 2019 and even some before that even, talking about Apple were making an AR or VR headset. So I think you get the idea. Like the iPhone 15 Pro Max that I've got here, this model has probably been in development for the last sort of 3, 4, 5 years even. So Apple probably knew we were going to be getting USB-C this year. It wasn't something that they decided to do in the last year. I know the EU have been pressing on it, but they've probably been knowing that they're going to have to probably introduce USB-C sooner or later. But enough talk about the iPhone 15 models that we got here. We're here to talk about the iPhone 16 models. So today, let me tell you more information about the brand new A18 chipsets, what's going to be going inside them. So we've had a new report telling us that next year, obviously, we'll be getting the new 18 Pro chipset, but instead of the normal iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus to have, say, a watered down version of the A17 Pro, for the first time, Apple will bring out an A18 chipset, and also they'll bring out an A18 Pro chipset. This makes a lot of sense, as most likely the new A18 will probably be very similar to the A17 Pro, but probably be missing features like ray tracing maybe it'll also be missing that part to do the fast USB-C transfer speeds that we got with the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And also what they might also do is they might lower the CPU and GPU clock speeds to be slightly less too, to make sure the new A18 Pro is going to definitely be far faster. Something else what might help with lowering those clock speeds is basically the phones might be a little bit cooler next year in the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, but most likely what Apple are going to have to do is they're going to have to introduce a new cooling system, and it's very likely that this is possibly going to be happening next year, because most likely we're going to see a new design, because as we've seen right here, we've been told we're going to be getting a new design iPhone with basically larger displays, as you can see right here, and it makes sense for Apple to introduce this new cooling mechanism for cooling down their Pro chips going forwards. For me, it makes sense for Apple to actually introduce this sort of way again of basically having the same sort of chipset number system, because at the end of the day, it's really confusing right now that we have, say, A17 Pro and we have A16, and it was the same last year. We had A16 and we had A15, so it just makes sense that Apple have just brought out this Pro chip version, and you'll know that you're getting those extra features, just like right now Apple do this, say, with MacBooks and Macs. So we have, like, for example, the M2 and the M2 Pro. We know the M2 Pro is better than the M2, and it's going to be the same, I think, here with the A18. A18 Pro, we know that the A18 Pro is going to be better, and this just makes a lot of sense in my honest opinion. For overheating wise though, like I said, it does also make sense to Apple to make a new design. Come on, we've had the same design basically for the last 4 years, so Apple need to innovate here and bring out a new design. And with that, I think there's going to be something like a cooling system. Knowing Apple, they'll introduce something brand new, or they'll basically bring out like the vapor system that we have right now with Android phones and call it a geeky name, and we'll all love it indeed, and it'll probably be one of the best cooling systems out there, or something along the lines of that. So yeah, we'll have to look out for that. And with that, before I continue on, now is a good time more than ever to mention that all leaks and reports that you see here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present you what reports or information and renders that are out there. So basically, the renders that are being created here are based off those sort of leaks and reports that you are seeing out there. So the final iPhone may not look like this. However, if you are still watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the next iPhone anyway. So with those latest leaks out of the way, let's now talk about the predictions for the release date. Then we'll talk about the hardware specs and also the prices that will come along with them too. Now for release date, as it's so early, we cannot fully predict the exact date of when it will be for the iPhone 16 Ultra. However, one thing we can be sure of, just like the iPhone 15, where we actually had the Wonderlust event actually happening in September time, it is most likely it's going to be exactly the same for the iPhone 16, just like it was for the iPhone 14, the 13 and the 12 as well. Normally all of these events happen around September time unless something really big is happening in the world to prevent it from happening, just like in 2020 with COVID-19. But without this then, generally speaking, Apple like to do their event around about mid-September time or the earlier sort of mid-September time, and then normally release their sort of iPhones around about 10 days later. So at the moment, predict that it'll probably be around about sort of mid-September, and then probably a week later, so in the early sort of 20s of the sort of September time, that you'll be able to get your hands on the brand new iPhone 16 models. But of course, as we get even closer to the actual release date, I'm sure more details will come in of the actual date of when it's going to be happening, and of course I will let you know when the exact date is going to be. So then guys, I'm super excited about this because we have the giveaway happening on Tuesday, the 3rd of October. So this was the September giveaway, and because of the iPhone releases and everything, it's been slightly delayed a little bit. So I hope you can forgive me. But the great thing is, the giveaway is happening Tuesday, the 3rd of October, like I said, at 10 AM PST time, what's the same as the UK time at 6 PM or 1800, and I'm going to be announcing who the winners are for these prizes that you can see right here. The first prize is AirPods Pro. I'm going to be giving away to one lucky person. Another prize is this here, an Apple Watch SE, and then the grand prize I'm also going to be giving away to one lucky person is this, is an Apple Watch Ultra. And basically there'll be one prize for the 3 winners that I'll be announcing at this live stream on Tuesday the 3rd of October. And the great news is you still have time to enter into this giveaway, and all you have to do is write down in the comments below of this video of what tech gear, or basically what Apple tech gear you're planning to buy in 2023. Then also at the same time as well, make sure you fill in the form what's also in the description of this video too. And then after that, like I said, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell because you'll want to know when the live stream is happening. And just quickly guys, I'm just going to say, sadly there's still lots of scammers and spammers out there. Some still impersonating myself, telling you to WhatsApp you, Telegram you and things like this. Please ignore them, or better, please do report them, like I can show you how to do right here. So then, now let's talk about the actual hardware specs for the iPhone 16 models, and then let's also talk about the prices too. So first of all, we have the iPhone 16 Pro, and we've been told already that we're going to probably be getting a 6.3-inch new OLED display put inside this iPhone. It's also going to be 120Hz Pro Motion. We don't know at the stage of making this video of what the actual resolution is going to be for this model, but we will find that out soon enough, I'm sure. Again, it will be 8GB of RAM, and storage options will be, this time on the Pro, so not the Pro Max, 256GB as the base storage, going all the way up to 2TB this time. We're also going to be getting that brand new A18 Pro chipset, what's going to be made up of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores in the CPU, and then also we'll be getting that 6-core GPU as well with ray tracing inside it. The body again will be a titanium body, and Apple, I'm sure, will fix this up better than what we've got with the iPhone 15 models, and it will again be a triple camera setup. But we have been told this time that the actual 5x optical zoom that came along in the iPhone 15 Pro Max is going to be coming along into the iPhone 16 Pro this time round, and also we'll be getting an updated LiDAR sensor. The battery sizes, I'm going to be honest right now, are a little bit uncertain, so at the moment they're staying at the iPhone 15 range, what is 3274 milliamp battery size, but this is probably going to increase, but as time goes on with leaks and rumors, this obviously will be updated. But the base model will be a 256GB model, and this time it will be coming in at $1,099 US. Then moving over then to the iPhone 16 Ultra. It will be a 6.9-inch new LED display again, 120Hz Pro Motion. We don't know already at the moment what the actual resolution of the display is going to be, but do expect 8GB of RAM, 256GB storage again, going up to a 2TB option this time, an A18 Pro chipset inside it. Again, that will be 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance core, a 6-core GPU, and it's going to have ray tracing too. And then obviously the body's going to be titanium body, and again hopefully Apple will fix this a bit better this time round. And then we'll have a triple camera this time, and this time as well the zoom might be increased from 5x up to 6x, or even a 10x optical zoom and LiDAR sensor inside the iPhone 16 Ultra. The battery sizes at the moment again are still not really fully confirmed, so for the moment it is still keeping the iPhone 15 Pro Max battery size, what is 4422 milliamp battery, but I'm sure that is probably going to go up in size. And the base model again will be a 256GB model, coming in at $1,299 US. And there we have it, guys. That is the latest that we know for the iPhone 16 models. Like I said to you, it is very early days at the time of making this video, so things are going to change a lot within the next year to what the actual iPhone 16 models are going to look like. But if you want to hear the latest news about that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because I'll be updating you all the time. And also, if you have enjoyed watching this video, please do press the like button, and again, if you want to, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, because I'll also be telling you lots of other Apple news, reviews and comparisons too. So until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.